Maastricht, we started with historical case studies, especially looking at mobility innovation in Maastricht and trying to understand what the relevant stakeholders are in Maastricht and also what are typical local constraints for mobility innovation. For instance, one of the constraints that we found is the underground parking infrastructure and the contracts that go with that, because like many cities, Maastricht is thinking about stimulating car alternatives, but at the same time, the car parking contracts with parking operators are like 10 or 15 or 20-year contracts. So in the short term, there is relatively little to change in that respect. Well, we use that understanding of constraints to develop a living lab experiment that would anticipate on such constraints. Yeah, so the action research is that our study to understand how you can anticipate upscaling, that we actually intervened in the sense that we organized a session with stakeholders here in the city. They developed visions of traveling in Maastricht in 2040. So we asked different types of citizens groups, residents of the city center, residents of the outskirts of Maastricht, the outer neighborhoods, also commuters who travel to and from Maastricht every day, also entrepreneurs from the city, especially the city center, also civil servants, and also mobility companies like the bus company or car share or bicycle sharing services, and also parking firms. And we asked them all separately to develop their particular vision in the first session, and in the second session we showed them. In between, we visualized their visions, so they could, with virtual reality, actually experience their own vision, but also each other's vision. And in the second session, they would learn from each other's vision. They would understand it. And they had the opportunity to redesign their vision, and we studied how their visions changed and what this could mean for the planning of the local government.